Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Dylan. We are back here with another Madden video. Today, what I got for y'all is updating my best quarterback tier list in Madden 22 Ultimate Team. Now, before we do go on ahead, update this tier list with the new cards and re-rank the old cards. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe if you are new. I drop almost daily Madden content on the channel. My end of year goal for Madden 22 is to reach 10K subscribers. Could not do without y'all, so I would greatly appreciate that. Now, one more thing before we go on ahead and update this tier list, we got to bring back the comment of the day. Today's winner is going to be Carlton once again. He said he appreciated the video, he loves the channel, and it made him a better Madden Ultimate Team player and made the game a lot more enjoyable for him. I just appreciate that because, again, that was one of the goals when I made the channel, just to kind of go ahead and help as many people as I can. Now, we're doing this after the AP update with Escape Artist, right? So it changes a lot. People like, say, old Michael Vick are no longer going to be this high because if you just run Escape Artist and no throw power ability, it's not going to be that good because man coverage is going to absolutely just shut you down, right? So we're going to go ahead, re-rank the old cards real quick, and this is what it's looking like in my opinion. Still in the S tier, Derrick Henry. You do not have to go ahead and run escape and pass lead lead on him to be good, by the way, too. You could just go ahead and run pass lead lead on him, and he still has one of the fastest releases in the game. Again, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's deep accuracy, deep accuracy, deep accuracy. I have seen this card hit some absolutely insane throws. I don't think it's that big of a deal in my opinion. Jalen Hurts still really good. Another person, Escape Artist, pass lead elite. Same thing with Russell Wilson. Again, very good quarterbacks. I think him, Kyler, and Randall Cunningham are the best cards in A tier in my opinion, because let's talk about quarterback releases real quick. So Dan Marino, Derrick Henry, they have the Slinger 1 release. What that is, that's like the Aaron Rodgers release. That is pretty much the best release in the pocket. It really sucks on the run, and also it has a very long windup on deep throws. So people like Kyler Murray, Randall Cunningham, they have what I think can be argued for the best release, or it's the second best release. It's going to be that generic 3 release. And with this release, it's really consistent. Like, you just don't really get windups on any deep throws. If you want to go ahead bomb some coverages, people like Kyler Murray, Randall Cunningham, I'm pretty sure Russell Wilson and Jalen Hurts have that release as well, and that's why a lot of people run these cards, say, over a Derrick Henry. Those are really the 2 releases that you're looking for. If they're not those 2 releases, they really aren't that good. Today we're gonna have 18 quarterbacks in total. The first one right here is going to go ahead and be MVP honors Aaron Rodgers. For me, this card is going into the S tier. There's a card that's basically a better Aaron Rodgers later, but I still think he's S tier. So he's gonna have 83 speed powered up. This is a card I would not try to run Escape Artist on. Again, this is like a pass lead elite, how about master type of card. He basically has 99s for every single throw stat that matters. 98 throw power powered up. So he's gonna be really good, right? The things on this card, though, he's an in the pocket quarterback. You're not really going to want to run around with him. Again, he has that really fast release, that Slinger 1 release. I think he's S tier. There is a card that's basically better and also cheaper, Aaron Rodgers, but I still think he's really good. Now, Night Train Lane at quarterback. This card was so fun to use. I really enjoyed using this card. I think I'm going to put him in the A tier. He really isn't bad at all. So actually, I lied. Before the AP update, I think he was A tier, but I'm putting him top into B. I do think this Scrambler Brady is still really good, so I'm gonna put him above Night Train. But Night Train, if you want to use them, you're probably gonna have to either run just Gunslinger on him, and he doesn't have one of those good releases. You could run Escape and Pass Lead Elite on him, but that's going to be your whole 14 AP on offense. So I just don't think that's worth it. At least if you're going to run Escape and Pass the Elite, say on Derrick Henry, you have 1 AP left that you could throw a deep out or something on. So I don't want to spend all 14. I know 1 AP, does it really matter? Yeah, I think it does. So I'm going to put him B tier. He was a really fun card to use though. 94 speed, 96 throw power, again, pretty perfect accuracy stats all across the board. It kind of sucks this AP update I think this card kind of got screwed after the AP update. Next up right here we have Phil Simms. This is a card that I really don't like his release, and for that reason he's going into the A tier. I'll put him above Unitas. So he's a card that gets all the good abilities that I like. It's just, again, it's a release thing for me. I don't like his release. He has traditional 3 on, and I don't like it. He's going to be 82 speed powered up, have 97 throw power, and again, pretty perfect accuracy stats all across the board. He's another guy that I would run like hot route master, say like gunslinger, maybe even fearless on him as well. But again, the one thing that worries me about him is that release. So he's A tier because of the abilities he can get and his archetype. But I would maybe take like, say, Josh Allen, Ben, Burrow. I'll put him like bottom in the A because I just really don't like the card. Now we got Brady ×2. This Brady right here, not the 99. This Brady right here, the tribute one, the 97 is going into B tier. I think there's an argument that the scrambler Brady with really high speed is better than this card, and I actually believe that to be true. Like, this card does have, say, you could get like gunslinger and high route master on him. This card you can only get set feet lead, but you could go ahead, you can glitch out set feet lead if you just go ahead. I'm pretty sure if you're rolling out or something, right? If you just let go of right trigger like you're using Roman Deadeye, I'm pretty sure set feet lead will still activate, so you'd still get some really nice throws on him. But yeah, I don't like Brady's release either. It's not one of the good ones in the game. It's not like terrible either. It's like okay. But again, like I don't like his release, and he doesn't get like anything special, right? In my opinion, with this card. And this card right here, the whole thing on this Brady, if he didn't get discounted high route master and gunslinger, he'd be A tier for sure. I could see him S tier, I could, but I'm gonna put him A tier. So I get that he gets the discounted high route master and a gunslinger, right? But the thing is, me personally, and it's not just because I'm a Dolphins fan, I'd rather run Dan Marino and Aaron Rodgers over this card. Why is that? Release. That's really what it comes down to. I'm not a big fan of his release. I really like the discounted high route master and gunslinger, but at the end of the day, I would rather play with Aaron Rodgers or Dan Marino, so that's why he's in the A tier for me. Next up right here, we have Super Bowl Matt Ryan. This card right here is going to be one of the most slept on cards in the game. He is an A tier quarterback. He might not be top in the A, but he is an A tier quarterback. I don't care what anyone says. What makes him an A tier quarterback, right? So remember how we were talking about the generic 3 release that say Jalen Hurts, Russ, Kyler Murray, Randall, Cunningham have, right? He is right now, I believe he's the only field general in the game that has the generic 3 release that has a high overall. So I'm gonna pull up his card on mut.gg, right? 69 speed, it's terrible, right? He's not a mobile quarterback, but that's not the thing. It's this generic 3 release right here. And you're gonna see generic 3 right here. All these quarterbacks aren't field generals, or they don't have a high overall, right? So that's really why Matt Ryan is up here. Matt Ryan can also get the combo of, say, gunslinger, high master, like fearless. I think he's really slept on. If you want to in the pocket quarterback that consistently hit deep bombs, Matt Ryan is your guy, because again, he can get the combo Harbor Master Gunslinger, also has the generic 3 release that is really good for deep passes because it doesn't have any windup. Now Jared Goff right here, he can't really do anything, doesn't get really any good abilities. He's F tier, no point to run this card. Now Lamar Jackson Black History Month card, I like this card. I'm not going to put him like S tier or anything, but I think I'll put him in the B tier. The only thing on this card that sucks is his release. Like he doesn't have a great release, but he can get Pass Elite, High Route Master, and Fearless all for discounted AP. In total, that's 6 AP. Like if this card was like Aaron Rodgers or something like that, right? He'd be the best quarterback in the game, but his release is just god awful. So that's really what is putting him in the B tier. Like I love his ability setup. It's just he just doesn't have a good release. This Joe Burrow right here is literally almost the same exact card as this team of the week. So I'm going to put him in the A tier as well. I feel like there's a little bit too many cards in A tier. I'm not dropping Matt Ryan. Could move maybe Kyler up. I'm going to go ahead and move Kyler up. I think Kyler's still S tier. He's one of the better Pass Lead Elite escape artist quarterbacks in the game. So I'll move him up into the S tier. Other than that, I think I like everything else. But yeah, this Joe Burrow, it's literally like this card, this team of the week card with +1s. 88 speed powered up, 97 throw power, perfect accuracies. Again, the only thing that's really wrong with a lot of cards is the release. Like, he doesn't have a great release. He has the same release as say Night Train Lane with that traditional one, and it's a little bit slower, but I still think he's good enough for the A tier. The next up right here, we got Tua. Obviously Tua is for sure going into the S tier. All right, I'm just kidding, okay? I am a Dolphins fan. I just want to do that as a joke, okay? Before you dislike, I was just kidding. This card though, he really isn't great. I'm going to put him, I think I have to put him in the F tier, which really sucks. But yeah, he's not as good as Mahomes or the Stafford, so yeah, feels bad. I love Tua. I wish he had a great card, but they made him a scrambler, and I don't know why they made him a scrambler. So yeah, thanks EA. This Daniel Jones right here had potential to be one of the best, if not the best quarterback in the game, because he's a field general, he's fast, and they gave him boosted throw power. He is C tier. He's one of the better cards. He's probably the best quarterback in C tier, but he had potential to be so much better than what he was. Remember this flashback Daniel Jones at the beginning of the year? Yeah, he had potential to be like up here in the S tier. So what's good about this card? His release. He has that generic 3 release like Matt Ryan, like Randall Cunningham, like we were covering earlier. So he can get gunslinger, he could get pass lead elite, he could get the combo of high route master and set feet lead. But the thing is, like, you're a field general quarterback. If I'm using a field general quarterback, I want him to get high route master. I don't really care about running gunslinger on my field general. I just want the high route master. And his release, like, you can't get the combo of high route master and pass lead elite. Like, if you could get that, he would be A or S tier. I'm not gonna lie to you, but given he can't get that combo, he's C tier. But if you run gunslinger or just pass lead on him, he's gonna be really good. Joe Namath right here. This was a card that I was talking about earlier. He's basically a faster version of Aaron Rodgers. I think he's the best quarterback in the game. He's Aaron Rodgers with 93 speed powered up. That's literally what he is. He has the same release as him. The only thing on this card that does suck, again, he has the fastest in the pocket release, but that release, when you throw it deep, it has a crazy windup at times. But I love the AP setup of high route master, pass lead elite. You really only need that on this card. But I also like running fearless on him as well. So in total, that's like 7 AP. And I think field generals just have the best AP setup right now. I'm not really a huge escape artist guy after the AP change. But yeah, I think Namath S tier for sure. Like, I don't think that's an argument. I think almost every single person thinks he's the best quarterback in the game if you're not using escape artist. Carson Wentz is another guy that had a lot of potential to be really good. He has the same release as Daniel Jones. This time though, I'm gonna put him in the same tier. He's really similar to Daniel Jones. He's just slower and really can't get that great of like abilities like them. Actually, I'm gonna put him in the D tier because this cam is actually better than him. Yeah, this cam is better than this Wentz card, so I'm gonna put him in the D tier. He has a good release. It's just he doesn't have the good abilities. That's why he's here. Mike White, there's no point to use this card. I'm just gonna put him F tier. There's no point. Like, he doesn't get any good abilities. He doesn't get gunslinger. I don't even think he gets high route master, so I just think there's no point to run Mike White. Logan Thomas right here, he's also going to the F tier because he's just horrible. He doesn't get any good abilities. He's the 86 overall quarterback. But there is a way that this card could be decent. Like, if he's your backup quarterback and say you have like heavy patriot, or I believe I don't know what it's called in the Saints playbook, but you have something to where you have some quarterback runs. He could be decent in the goal line because he's a really big quarterback build, and he could go ahead also throw the ball. I know he doesn't have a throw power ability, but say your person is just like run committing on you in the goal line when you have like the heavy patriot or something, right? He could maybe have a role, but is that worth it? Probably not. Now Tyrod right here, I thought Tyrod was going to be basically I don't want to say like a budget version of Kyler Murray. Yeah, basically like a budget version of Kyler Murray, but this card's actually like really bad. I'm not gonna put him in F tier, but like he can get escape artist or pass lead elite. That's really what sucks about the card. Like, if he could get both, he'd probably be a little bit higher, but he doesn't, and it really sucks to see because I had him really ranked high in my best combine card video because that's what I thought they were going to stat him, and they didn't. So I kind of messed up on that. Sorry. He really actually isn't that good. Now, new Cam Newton right here. He is for sure S tier. He's better than Kyler. He's like on the same level as, let's say, like Dereck, Jalen, Russell Wilson. He has a generic 3 release like Kyler. He's basically a bigger version of Kyler. He has 93 speed, powered up, gonna have 98 throw power, perfect accuracy stats, can get the pass lead elite, and also escape artist combo. But say you don't want to run that, he can also get gunslinger in his tier 3 slot. So you could run a bunch of different setups on him. He can't get Howard Master, but again, like, I think this is an escape artist pass lead elite quarterback, and I think he's one of the better ones in the game, given his release, given his height. It's also Cam Newton at the end of the day. So I don't know if y'all played against the Gridiron Forge one, but I felt like he broke a lot of tackles as well, even when people didn't slide with them. So I think he's a really good quarterback, definitely top end in the game. Now the last card right here, Michael Vick. Oh man, this is where people are gonna probably get mad at me, but Michael Vick is not good in Madden 22. I'm going to tell y'all right now, Michael Vick is not good in Madden 22. He's not good. He's not good. He's not good. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. He's not good. I'm not going to put him in the B tier. He's closer to B tier than he is S tier. Let me explain why. First things first, he's a left-handed quarterback. Left-handed quarterbacks are glitched in this game. I believe if you roll out a certain way, they get like a very slow animation. Left-handed quarterbacks just suck in this game. Just straight up, they suck. Second thing, they gave him the Lamar Jackson release, which decent on the run, but it's the release is terrible. It's a terrible release. This card is better with Gunslinger and Howard Master, in my opinion, than say Escape Artist Pass Lead Elite, because the release is just awful. Like I don't like the card. I usually like Vick is usually one of my favorite cards in the game, and this year I just don't think he's that good. And I know seeing a new Vick card not in the S tier, some people are gonna disagree with me. I like stats wise, he's S tier, like for sure. But the way he plays, he doesn't play good. Like he's not that great. I honestly think if you're running a Falcons team, depending on the way you play, Matt Ryan will play better than Michael Vick. Like if you're an in the pocket player, Matt Ryan will play better than Michael Vick because of his release. That's really what it boils down to. Like if you just look at stats, like I said, he's S tier, but the way he plays, I think he's A. Sure, he can be one of the better cards in A, but I don't think he's on the S tier level. Let me know down in the comments though. What do y'all agree with? What do y'all disagree with? Who do you think should go up? Who do you think should go down? I think a lot of people are going to be surprised by that I have Matt Ryan in the A tier. I think a lot of people looked at this card and were like, oh, he sucks. New Matt Ryan sucks. He's literally like the only field general in the game with the generic 3 release. So if you want to be an in the pocket quarterback, run Howard Master and Gunslinger, and also throw some really deep passes with no windup, try out Matt Ryan. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all clicking on the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. But other than that, man, has been your boy Dill.